1, 2, 3. Tune in
for the round robin with Willie Free and BigCiti.
Come on.
For the best picks around.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back for another episode of the Round Robin Podcast. I'm your host, it's Willie Free.
And it's your co-host, BigCiti. What's up, good people?
It was a great weekend for us. Starting off with our golden ticket picks. I finished up 3-0 over the weekend with my picks of Kansas City Chiefs, Ohio State University, and Minnesota.
And your boy came in at 2-1. I had the Packers -4.5, and I also had the Rams -3. But the Giants over 51 didn't come through.
That's all right, because this upcoming week is going to be a beauty. I can tell it's lined up nicely for us. And how you feeling about this upcoming week?
Oh, new week, new day. Feels great to me.
Yeah, man. I finished the weekend pretty strong. I hit on a teaser, too. I hit on a late, an NFL teaser that came on late.
And don't forget about that hockey ticket you also hit on.
I did put in a 3-team hockey ticket. I hit pretty well on that. I had a great weekend, man. I'm hoping to reap the benefits this upcoming weekend as well. Let's talk about a little bit of the shocking games of the weekend. I know Wisconsin kind of messed up everybody's ticket, just about, right?
Yeah, Wisconsin losing that game, but that's called a trap game because they knew they had a big game coming up this week. So therefore, you look over the little schools and sometimes you get drugged.
I don't know, man, and you just can't go against Lovey. I guess you got to give Lovey his credit. He coaches behind off.
Lovey Smith is a great coach. I wish he could have stayed Tampa Bay, but that's another story for another day.
And what about Texas? The spread of 21, and they only beat Kansas by 2 points. I mean, the over was a beautiful play, but 48-50.
Yeah, Texas is one of those teams that play down to their competition, and teams like that get bit in the butt more times than not.
That team is dangerous. Because now you see the spread against TCU, which probably would have been 10 if they would have won that game against Kansas like they should have, is now only -1.
And making it -1 actually make it good for us because now we get a little less and get more for your buck.
That's right. And then what about lastly, I think Missouri losing to Vanderbilt. I don't think anyone really saw that coming.
Well, Kelly Bryant, I guess we see why he's not playing with Clemson.
But see, I wish Kelly would have went to a different school. I feel like if you wanted to go somewhere and prove something, after how Clemson treated you, Missouri was the wrong school to go to.
It should have been the University of Florida.
Yeah, that would have been a really great choice. Going to UF, playing in that system with a great defense behind you, Kelly could have made some noise at UF. So, man, this weekend was crazy. I hope we don't have to run into that this upcoming weekend, but you never know.
College football always going to have you upset, so you got to figure out which one's on the board.
All right, man, let's get into these games. Let's start off in the NBA this week. We're going to start with Thursday games because, the NBA comes on so frequently. So we're going to start off talking about Thursday. If you want to follow up on any of our NBA picks over the course of the weekend, all you have to do is follow us on all of our social media platforms. You can look us up at the Round Robin Podcast or just the Round Robin. We're also on iTunes and Spotify. So the first game we're going to look at in the NBA, we have Houston versus Milwaukee. What are you thinking there?
Scoring, and more scoring. You got Harden, Westbrook, and not enough basketball to go around, but trust me, they're going to be going through the hoop. Swish, swish, swish.
Yeah, this is going to be the debut of Russ and Harden coming back together, reuniting, and it feels so good. And then you have the Greek Freak, who I think is going to, I think this year he's going to step up. I think this year we'll see a little bit of the Greek Freak kind of imposing his will, that is, until KD comes back. That's just my opinion.
Hey, he also had Middleton that was an all-star last year. Come back to the team, and that could give them a good edge.
I think they lost a little bit, though. I think defensively they'll be a little worse because, they're getting a little up there in age around supporting cast as far as who's around the Greek Freak, Giannis. They lost Malcolm Brogdon, and then they lost Mirotic to the EuroLeague. I think they'll be good, but I don't know if they'll be as good as they were last year. But then again, they are in the East.
Yes, and the East is the least, for sure. But also, you got to remember, this is new NBA. And the over and unders usually start at 210 or higher.
I mean, I think, and then another thing you have to consider here when you're looking at this game, I believe when I was looking at the injury report, I think Eric Bledsoe won't be playing. I think he's out. So that could definitely sway the opinion of the game easily.
Eric Bledsoe, overrated for sure. He's a tier 3 point guard at best.
But he's their starter.
He should not be missed.
But he's their starter. You have to consider him. He has a small contributing factor to this team.
Yeah, very small.
I mean, at the end of the day, when I look at the matchup, it's one MVP versus two of them.
That is very true.
And I have to take Houston minus 2.5. But I do agree with you. I think depending on what the numbers are set at the over, I wouldn't be afraid to take the over in Houston. But I think Houston opening up at home is going to be loud in there. Probably going to have Travis Scott on the sidelines. Go ahead and take the Rockets minus 2.5. That's my opinion.
But will we get the triple-double? That meant Harden and Westbrook get a triple-double in the same game.
I mean, who else is going to score for them? Who else is going to pass the ball? I don't really see anybody else on the Rockets touching the ball unless it's the rebound and passing it to them.
Harden dropped 40 points in the first game. Rockets over 220, 230, easy.
All right, next game we got coming up, we have the Warriors versus the Clippers. Oh, man, not the sad faces around here.
Yeah, Klay Thompson, he's going to be out for the year. And that's going to be a sad thing, You hate to see Splash Brothers just be the sequel Splash.
But you know what? I understand that. I actually think the Clippers are going to drop this game, though. I think the atmosphere in the new arena that the Warriors are playing in, it's fresh on the court. Curry, I think he's going to be lined up. He's going to be right there in that MVP discussion this year. And, I like D'Angelo Russell. I'm a fan. I know some people don't like him, but I think we have a third addition to the splash.
Oh, Sir Snitch a lot? I'm not sure how he going to be a good contribution to the team. Because defensively, he can't stick nowhere.
Yeah, but when you look at the teams matching up, outside of Kawhi, they match up pretty well, I think.
You forget about one person, one tough-nosed guy that can get under anybody's skin. Pat Bev is definitely a great point guard and can play defense very tight.
Yeah, I mean, he can, but I still like Steph to drop 45 on his head.
That's crazy.
Okay. Well, my opinion, I'm going to take Golden State +1 at home to open up the season.
I'm going to go with you on that, but I got a little reluctance about it, though, but I'm going to go with you.
Awesome. All right, next up on our lineup, we have the MLB. The World Series is here. We talked about it last week. We said it would be the Astros and the Nationals playing in the World Series. Here we are.
But did we know Altuve was going to hit a game-winning home run to get there?
I'm not surprised, to be honest. Like I said, I picked this team at the beginning of the year. I know what they're capable of.
Yeah, you say you're going to switch out on them because you want to go for the underdog.
Nah, I think I'm going to ride with the Astros here. I like an underdog story, so if they did lose, I wouldn't be sad about it. But my expectations are still the Astros in 5.
Somebody trying to hedge the bets. But I also agree that the Astros will win this series in 5.
So let's look at the lineups here. Coming up next, they got Verlander versus Strasburg.
That'll be the one that they win.
So you think that'll be their one game out of the 5?
Yes, because I told you that pitcher's a monster.
So then you like Greinke over Corbin following after that?
Yes, Corbin like to throw the fastball in and gives the Astros. That will get you killed.
And I'm expecting to see a 3-pitch rotation. I don't think we'll see anybody outside of Cole, Verlander, or Greinke. We might see a Peacock. It depends on how the series is going. But I think to wrap up the series, close it out quick, we're getting Cole, Verlander, Greinke.
And when you go to the bullpen, they try to bring in Doolittle. He's going to give a lot of runs in a lot of games.
Yeah, I'm going to say, like I said, I would take the Astros money line or the spread any game. Personally, I think it'll be maybe 4 or 5 game sweep. We'll see, gentlemen, sweep. Big City, you say take game
Game 2, you take the under and get ready to see a game 2-1, 1-0. Nothing is going to happen.
All right, well, there you have it. Going on to the NHL hockey, where I hit this beautiful parlay over the weekend. I love me some hockey.
Yeah, can't go wrong with no Carolina Hurricanes. They are on fire right now.
Yeah, we got the Hurricanes versus the Blue Jackets on Thursday. Speaking on Thursday. Yeah, right now Hamilton for the Hurricanes he's looking great. He's looking great. They're forcing the issue. They have strong power plays going on. I mean, they could be a potential Stanley Cup team.
Has a point streak of 3 games. He got a point in 3 straight games, and that's pretty good.
So I think with the aggressiveness and the turnaround with the Hurricanes, I like them by the money line.
I'm going to be even a little more aggressive, and I'll take them -1.5.
All right. And then you have the Capitals versus the Oilers. This could be a real potential Stanley Cup matchup.
Yes, but I also believe it's going to be a high-scoring game. A lot of goals on the board.
This is going to be a tough game. John Carlson, Connor McDavid, they're both playing well for both teams. I don't really know. This is a tough matchup.
A lot of scoring. Take the over. Got to know Ovi. He's out there.
See, if I had to give an edge to someone, I would say it would be the Oilers. They have a better save percentage right now with their goalies. If I had to pick a team, I'm taking whoever has the points attached to their name.
Well, I'm going to tell you, you take the over. Don't care about who wins or loses. Just hope for a game for goals and goals and goals.
All right, there you have it. Also, just because hockey is set up just like the NBA, once again, if you want some of our hockey picks over the weekend, we'll be posting them around the clock. Make sure you follow us on our social media accounts. It's the Round Robin Podcast on Instagram, the Round Robin on Facebook page, and at Podcast Robin on Twitter. You can also find us on iTunes and Spotify. All right, let's shift our focus over to college football. First game lining up, we got Wisconsin versus Ohio State.
Yes, you got the mighty Jonathan Taylor with that good running game, but he was out there from running the ball. That one-trick pony.
I'm going to be honest with you. I really thought earlier in the season that this could be an upset game for Ohio State. And it could still potentially. I don't know how Wisconsin's going to bounce back. But, just watching Wisconsin over the last few weeks, I don't think they match up well against Ohio State. I think there's too much firepower on their side of the ball.
Well, I bet Georgia's a little upset now. I bet you what that feels in for all.
I know that's right. And just like you said, you take away Jonathan Taylor and you make Cone beat you, you're looking at a great day.
Most definitely. But Ohio State is trying to look for that playoff spot. And this is a team they're not going to look past.
True. I think personally, the spread set at 14 right now is a bit steep. But with the play of Wisconsin lately, I don't know if they could even cover that. I think Ohio State might cover the 14.
And I thought you could take this game under because I don't think Wisconsin's going to be able to score.
Do you think their defense can stop Ohio State from scoring, is what you're saying?
Yes, but once they score enough, they're going to stop trying to score.
Mm-hmm. All right, well, my final pick, I'm going to say just take Ohio State -14. I like them there.
Well, I'm also going to piggyback on the 14, but if you're not secure with it, take it down by 3 points and make it 11.
I like that. Alrighty, next game we got Auburn versus LSU. Talk to me, Big City.
Alrighty, we got them Auburn Tigers with that good young quarterback, Nix. He's been running really well, but is that going to be enough to score with LSU? Can they score with LSU?
I think this is a good SEC midday game. It's going to be hot. You have two really good defenses. One offense a bit better than the others. Like you said, Bo Nix he's playing well. He's young though, and I think he's still shaping. I think this stage of the LSU defense might be a bit much for him. What did our buddy Sam Darnold say? I think he'll be out there seeing ghosts. I like LSU at 11.5. I would buy some points here, bring it down to 8.5 to feel a little comfortable. But I don't know if this game is really going to be as close as it looks on paper.
Well, they have Joe Burrow, and he is awesome. And I told you, he got 2 good receivers that can catch the ball. And that game is going to be easy. LSU, you can double the score. They're going to definitely go.
Oh, there you go. You've heard it here. Going on to the next game, we got Notre Dame and Michigan. Can I say something here? Give me Notre Dame +1. Michigan is not a good team. Shea Patterson is not a good quarterback. I mean, Michigan has only beat one top 10 ranked team since Harbaugh has gotten there in 2015. That is a 1-10 record. 1-10. If you're taking Michigan this weekend, you are wasting your money. I'll take Notre Dame. If it doesn't matter what the point spread is, give me Notre Dame. Michigan is not going to beat this team.
Boo! Halloween come early because Michigan is both a trick and a treat. It's a treat because you know you can bet against them, and a trick if you think they're going to cover. Take Notre Dame.
Yeah, there's no need to spend too much time on college football. That is what it is. I'm not, Notre Dame, Michigan, we know what that outcome is going to be. Michigan is not a real team. I won't be betting on Michigan until they show me what they are, and they've already done that.
Well, we're going to head to the NFL, the 49ers versus the Panthers. This should be the game of the week, and we both disagree on who's going to be the victor. I'm going to let him plead his case. Let's go.
Well, first off, I think this is going to be a great matchup of 2 good defenses. I think the 49ers struggle more on offense, but their defense is elite. I will give them their credit. It is elite. But the Panthers are hot. McCaffrey looks unstoppable. And we're being honest here. Christian McCaffrey should be in the MVP talks. I mean, he is carrying that team. Literally carrying that team. It's hard not to ride with the hot hand. I mean, the 49ers are a little banged up on both sides of the ball. Me personally, I'm going to take the Panthers +5.5. And, I might buy some points up to 8.5.
Well, I believe the Panthers are going through a little turmoil because Greg Olsen loves to get the ball thrown to him. And he get it thrown to him by his quarterback now. But when Cam comes back, he doesn't get the ball as much. And Cam is ready. So, thinking that Cam is ready, and that distraction also will be part of this game. Also, that one of the best run defense in the league is the 49ers. And one of the best running teams is the 49ers. And the Panthers are not very good against the run. And I would think this will be the game Breida breaks off and helps out Garoppolo and gets the easy win.
But that's the problem, isn't it? Garoppolo isn't going to do anything. He's going to sit there and he's going to watch them try to run the ball. Luke Kuechly is going to stuff up that hole. It's going to be a good, grimy game. Luke is going to play lights out football. Like I said, I have the Panthers +5.5 to 8.5 points.
Don't get it wrong. I love Luke Kuechly. He's one of the best linebackers in the league. Maybe Hall of Famer. But in this game, I'm telling you, take the 49ers. They are ready. Take the 49ers.
I guess we're going to have to wait and see on that outcome, huh? Then we got the Browns and the Patriots. Listen, after that game on Monday night, I don't think the Patriots are going to lose a game.
I see ghosts. That's all I need to say. The Patriots got a man seeing ghosts. And Baker, shoot, he may see the whole team.
And it pains me to say this as a Dolphin fan, but they are just dominant on all sides of the ball. I mean, special teams, defense, offense. I mean, they're clicking on all cylinders.
And they finally gave Brady another weapon. Muhammad Sanu just been added to the team. And all Brady needed the receivers to get open.
And then also, my passion and Brady hate fuels deep. But I have to be honest, Brady gets it done with the random guy standing at the gas station. It does not matter who is on the field with him. He's going to light people up.
And Baker Mayfield, is he just all ego or skill?
See the Browns aren't really gelling. And they put that on themselves, honestly. They've overhyped their talent. And they haven't produced yet. And I think, a lot of teams look at the Browns and they say, oh, y'all talking that talk. Well, we're going to come shut you up.
Well, I'm going to ask you one simple question. You think Freddie Kitchens can outcoach Belichick?
I'd be shocked. I'd be shocked.
I'll wait.
I'd be shocked if the Browns beat the Patriots this weekend. I mean, shocked. I mean, honestly, you can give me the Pats minus 10.5, minus 7.5 if I wanted the points. The game could be almost probably minus 20.
You saw the game Monday night. Just watch it a replay and just imagine the team with brown jerseys.
Now, I do think. Well, I don't know. I was gonna say I do think the Browns are a better team than the Jets, but
are they?
I don't know. I don't know. Moving on, we got the Packers and the Chiefs.
Bad situation. Aaron Rodgers is on fire, and Pat Mahomes is in the tent.
No Pat Mahomes against the Packers here. I don't know how the Chiefs win.
Matt Moore, maybe.
Hey, I like Matt Moore. Don't joke on Matt Moore. He is a quality backup who could get you. He could get you 1, maybe 2 games. But I don't know if he'll get that here. Not against Aaron Rodgers.
He's gonna beat the great Aaron Rodgers, the great Houdini.
It's not like they're playing against each other.
Well, his offense is like a great defense, so they kind of are.
My thing is, I think the Chiefs' defense is. They just won't. I think Aaron Rodgers is just gonna tear them to shreds.
And don't forget, the Packers actually could play D this year.
They can. They are a great defensive team. I actually, I really wish Mahomes was playing because this game could also be a Super Bowl matchup. I really think the Packers have what it takes. Packers could be the best team in the NFC besides the Saints.
Are we saying Packers Patriots Super Bowl?
I don't think Brady wants those problems.
I think Brady y'all want all the smoke.
We'll just have to wait and see, won't we?
Strap in and get ready. Here comes the rundown.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, now it's time for our rundown. We're going to start with our NFL rundown. First game, we got the Vikings versus the Skins. I like the Vikings. They're just playing too well. Give me the Vikings minus 16 to 13.
All right. We got the Seattle Seahawks versus the Atlanta Falcons. This is the rebound game for Russell Wilson. And trust me, the Falcons are very disappointing. Worst team in the league. Seattle wins the game.
So let me ask you this. But I'm sorry to interject, guys. So you're saying the Atlanta Falcons are the worst team in the NFL?
I believe the Miami Dolphins will beat them by 40.
I love it because I couldn't agree more. The Falcons, I do think the Falcons are the worst team in the league.
And they have the better quarterback.
Do they?
I think they do.
Do they? I don't know. I think I'd take Rosen or Fitzpatrick.
The beard?
I'd take them both over Matt Ryan. I mean, Matt Ryan has done nothing but, go to a Super Bowl and blow a loss.
All right, let's get to the next game.
Give me the next game we got coming up. We got Philadelphia Eagles versus the Buffalo Bills. I don't think the Eagles are about that talk that they talk. Give me the Bills minus 1.5.
And our next game, we got the disappointing Chargers versus the tough Bear defense. I'm going to pull an audible. I'm going to take the Bears here. The cover minus 1.5.
Then we got the Giants versus the Detroit Lions. Give me the Lions minus 6.5.
Here comes my favorite team, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers versus the Tennessee Titans. Long as James don't throw no picks, I think we got to cover this game. Plus 2.5.
All right. Then we got the Denver Broncos versus the Indianapolis Colts. I just like Jacoby Brissett. Something about that kid. Give me the Colts minus 6.
Oh, we're going back to the next game. We got the Bengals versus the Rams. Need I say less? Take the Rams. Minus 13.
We got the Cardinals versus the Saints. Drew Brees is still out. I don't know if Alvin Kamara is going to play this week. The Cardinals are looking pretty sharp, but I like this game to go over.
Okay, our next game, we got the New York Jets versus the Jags. He'll be seeing more than ghosts. He'll be seeing old Jaguars in the backfield. I'm going to take the Jaguars minus 4.5.
All right, then we have the Panthers versus the 49ers. I said it earlier, and you can lock it in. Give me the Panthers plus 5.5 to 8.5 points.
Okay, next game we got the Browns versus the New England Patriots. Freddie Kitchens can coach his way out of paper bag. Give me New England minus 10.5.
Now we got the Raiders versus the Houston Texans. Give me the over 51, please.
And then we got the Green Bay versus KC. KC, no Mahomes, no chance. Give me Green Bay minus 4.5.
Now we got our Monday night matchup with the Miami Football Dolphins. You like how I threw that in there. And the Pittsburgh Steelers. I think Miami won't get their first win, but they will keep it closer than most think. Give me Miami with the points. I'm going to buy some points on top of that, so I take them at plus 17.5. I like them to cover. All right, now we got our college football rundown. Starting off with SMU versus Houston. Houston without their quarterback. Give me SMU minus 13.
Good pick, good pick. You got the Trojans of USC versus Colorado. We're going to take USC minus 12.5.
Next, we got the Miami Hurricanes versus the Pittsburgh Panthers. I like Pittsburgh here. Miami's been playing sloppy lately. Give me Pittsburgh minus 4.5.
Okay, next we got Western Kentucky versus Marshall. I know a guy that went to Marshall, so I'm going to take Western Kentucky plus 6.
Good one. Next game, we got Wisconsin versus Ohio State. I don't care what the point spread is. Give me Ohio State minus 14.
Then we got Auburn versus LSU. As the battle of the Tigers, and I'm going to take the LSU Tigers minus 11.5.
Wow. Give me Notre Dame versus Michigan. We already talked about this earlier. Notre Dame plus 1.5.
The next one, we got Jalen Hurts, the Heisman Trophy candidate, Oklahoma Sooners versus the K-State. I'm going to take Oklahoma minus 24.
Next game, we got Iowa versus Northwestern. I like Iowa to put it on Northwestern this week. Give me Iowa minus 10.5.
We have Appalachian State versus South Alabama. And I'm going to take the App State because, you know, I love my apps. Apps minus 25.
Next, we got San Jose State University versus Army. Give me Army minus 10.
Now we got Mississippi State versus Texas A&M. Big game for Texas A&M, minus 10.
We got Illinois versus Purdue. I learned my lesson last week, and I'm not going against Levy again. Give me Illinois plus 8.
Give me Liberty or give me Death. We're going to got Liberty versus Rutgers. The Suck Bowl Part 2. Give me Liberty minus 7.
Next thing you know, we got Bowling Green versus Western Michigan. I like Bowling Green to cover. They've been playing pretty well lately. Give me Bowling Green plus 26.5. Kick it up to 29 if I'm feeling lucky.
We got Southern Miss versus Rice. Learn my lesson. Give me Southern Miss plus 10.
Nevada versus Wyoming. Need I say more? Wyoming minus 13.5.
Ohio versus Ball State. I'm a glove of punishment. Give me Ball State minus 3.
Next game, we got New Mexico State University versus Georgia Southern. My next door neighbors. I don't care. Give me New Mexico State plus 14.5.
We got the Nittany Lions versus the Spartans of Michigan State. Give me Penn State minus 6.
We got Texas versus TCU with a tricky setup game here, but I don't care. Give me Texas minus 1.
We got that Maryland and versus Minnesota. That game is not to be trusted. We're going to leave it alone.
All right, and then we got Oklahoma State versus Iowa State. Man, I just like the over here. Lay the points. It doesn't matter. Take the over.
We also got UConn versus UMass. You leave it alone.
Yeah, I know that's right. Then you got University of North Texas versus Charlotte. Charlotte's just trash, aren't they? Give me North Texas minus 3.5.
Speaking of trash, we got something right down the street at FIU University versus Middle Tennessee. But I think the trash team actually going to pull it out this time. We're going to get FIU minus 2.5.
Then we got a little bit up the road from them. FAU versus Old Dominion. Give me FAU minus 14.
Since we're going to keep it in the Florida vein, let's go Syracuse versus Florida State, and I don't think Florida State can beat nobody. Give me Syracuse plus 9.5.
Then we got Virginia versus Louisville. I don't care who wins this game, but I will take the over.
Okay, next we got Arizona versus Stanford. Give me Arizona over.
All right, we got Indiana versus Nebraska, or should I say Nebraska. I don't like that team very much. Give me Indiana plus 1.5.
Next game, we got Tulane versus the Midshipmen of Navy. Let's go with our armed forces. Navy minus 3.5.
All right, next game, we got Central Michigan versus Buffalo, or should you say the Buffalo Soldiers. Give me Buffalo minus 2.5.
We had the shocker of last week, Eastern Michigan versus Toledo, but I'm going to go back with Toledo minus 4.5.
All right, then we have Miami of Ohio versus Kent State. I like Miami of Ohio here, plus 2.5.
We have Akron, the city where LeBron James is from, versus Northern Illinois, the team that Tony Romo used to play for. And we're going to go with Akron, plus 23.5.
All right, now we have USF versus East Carolina. I think it's Charlie Strong here pulls this one out. Give me USF minus 1.5.
All right, we got Hawaii versus New Mexico. I'm going to take that Hawaii game over.
All right, this next game, we got Duke versus North Carolina, and we're not talking basketball, but I still like the Duke Blue Devils to pull it out. Give me Duke plus 3.5.
We got South Carolina versus Tennessee. South Carolina minus 4.5.
All right, now we got Arkansas versus Alabama. Bama without Tua Tagovailoa, my future quarterback for the Miami Dolphins. Give me Arkansas to cover the spread of plus 32.5.
We got Texas Tech versus Kansas. No defense will be played here. Take that game over.
UCF versus Temple. There's nothing to say here. This is going to be another high-scoring game. Just take the over.
And we got Memphis versus Tulsa. I also believe this is another high-scoring game. I say also take the over.
Then we got Texas State versus Arkansas State. These are two teams that are going to let them score as much as they want and score at will. Give me this game over as well.
BC versus Clemson. I'm back on my Clemson bandwagon. We're going to take Clemson minus 34.5.
All right, now we got Arizona State versus UCLA. This will be a close game up until the 6th overtime. That's right. They'll be right there. Give me the over.
We got the Rams of Colorado State versus Fresno State Bulldogs. Give me them dogs. Hoo, hoo, hoo. Fresno minus 14.
All right, we got Missouri versus Kentucky. I don't know if Missouri is that good anymore. Give me Kentucky plus 11. I think their defense holds up.
We got Louisiana Tech University versus the University of Texas El Paso. And I'm going to take the Louisiana Tech minus 21.
Next game, we got Cal versus Utah. Cal has been in a lot of dog fights this year, and I don't think they're going to let this game just slip away from them. Give me Cal to keep it close, plus 19.
Well, my partner here love these Utah State boys, and they're playing against Air Force. Let's go with them Utah State boys, plus 4.
Then we got Washington State versus Oregon. I think Oregon is going to expose Washington State. That's right. Give me Oregon minus 14.
All right, we got San Diego State versus UNLV. We take San Diego State minus 13.
It's that time, ladies and gentlemen. It's time for our golden ticket.
I never thought my life could be anything but a catastrophe. Suddenly I begin to see a bit of good luck for me. 'Cause I got a golden ticket. Got a golden twinkle.
All right, you got Big City's golden ticket. We got the New England Patriots minus 12.5. Then we got the Houston, Texas game to go over 51. And then in the college ranks, we got the UFC Golden Knights game to go over 61. And remember to take them points and you get a little bit of a discount.
That's right. It is time for Willie Free's golden ticket, Mr. 3-0 himself. We're going to start off at the college ranks on Saturday. Give me Penn State minus 6. Buy some points if you like. Then I'm going to head over to the NBA. The spread is not up yet, but it does not matter. I'm taking the Celtics over the Knicks on Saturday night. Doesn't matter the point spread. I'm taking it. Then give me the Colts on Sunday, -6. And rounding it out with the Seattle Seahawks over the Atlanta Falcons, -5.5. Also, guys, be advised if you want to buy some points, do so up to 3 on your favorite bookie. Go ahead and do your thing, guys. Win some money this weekend. Thanks for tuning in, guys, for another great episode of the Round Robin. I'm your host, Willie Free.
And your co-host, BigCiti.
It's been great, guys. Don't forget to follow us on our social media platforms. Round Robin Podcast on Instagram, the Round Robin on Facebook page, at Podcast Robin on Twitter. Also, don't forget to like, share, subscribe to our YouTube account. Make sure you hit that notification bell. That way you never miss a pick. Got anything else to say, BigCiti?
Go get that money.